Yeah. Speaking of snacks, so we did those pre-assessments yesterday for SOL 7 and 8. If you weren't entirely sure about the information and struggled with that a little bit, it's totally fine. We're going to review more today. You should have completed the homework last night.
I'm looking for it.
You did. Wonderful. So we're going to go over that first. For the sake of time, I'm going to go through and read the question and give you the answer. That way you'll have your answers correct, and after you're done, go ahead and pass that up. For the rest of the hour, we're going to be playing the game that I told you about yesterday. Yes, Megan, what was it?
Bazingo bingo.
Bazingo, yes. So that is, I'm sorry, Cameron. It's Byzantine bingo and also stuff about Islam, because it's SOL 7. There are a few of you who got, guys, there are a few of you who got purple papers at the beginning of class. I have a note to you on the board. But follow the directions on there. There are already iPads checked out to you. Please get the iPad that's checked out to you. And you'll be going to Miss Lester's room and just listening to those articles, reading them, doing the stuff that's on your instruction sheet. And I will come down and I'll facilitate discussion and chat with you guys a little bit later. But until then, just keep on task. I know you're all quite capable. And the rest of us will be playing Bazingo until then. So, Brittany, you mentioned you wish you had a snack. Well, if you do in fact get Bazingo, and yes, you have to say that word. You will get either Starburst or a peanut butter cup. Those are our prizes.
Can we win twice?
I'm gonna win.
Yes. No. If you happen to get set up Bazingo, I will be reading the clues for the various squares, and if you know the answer, which hopefully you will, then you'll put little, bingo chips. In this case, they're black beans because I couldn't find any bingo chips at Walmart. You'll save Bazingo and get the prize. Okay? So everyone has their homework out? Can you go ahead and switch your homework with someone near you? And we'll go through and check that. 3. What geographic advantage did Constantinople have? C, as in cat. It was located at a crossroads of Europe and Asia and was strategically located for extensive trade. Now, obviously on this, the questions are pretty much categorized into the Byzantine Empire, questions like Constantinople, so they're going to be on a similar topic. When you take the SOL, it won't necessarily be like that. There will be all different subjects mixed together. But from what I understand, you can go back to questions. So if you see a question that gives you a clue for maybe a question you had before, keep that in mind because you can always go back and use that information when you're taking your SOL. So be smart test takers. Use the clues that they give you. All right? Was the homework relatively easy, or did you really struggle with it? It's been a while since we've done that stuff. Cameron, do you have yours?
What? Oh, it's there.
That's okay. Thank you guys. All right, purple people, you will be going to Lester's room. I will be down there to visit to you. You have your instructions, get the iPad that's assigned to you, and yes, and I think it's pretty clear, but you'll just turn your own paragraph into the end. These lands used to belong to another empire. He recaptured those particular lands. This man is known as the Son of God to Christians and Christianity. Islam, Judaism, Christianity, and also Hinduism are all considered to be types of this faith.
What?
Oh,
Bazingo.
They believe in one God.
What was the question?
They believe in one God.
I win.
Bingo!
Bazingo.
And then it was sailed and whoever.
If they all
Yeah,
have
that's how it.
Oh, you got it. No. Is your version of bingo
where only the big process at first.
Yeah, I must be bad.
Alright, well, we'll
No,
go.
we can see who, all got it.
Yeah, we have to see if we got it right first.
Yeah.
So, Jermaine, since you said it first, what do you have?
Don't touch your board.
I have hope,
Okay.
monotheism, Aladdin.
Yes.
Don't know what that word is.
No, that word is.
Allah
Corpus Juris yes. Which was the
Allah.
code suggested. Yep. Allah.
and Northern Africa.
Yes.
Oh my
I have to do
I'm
it.
gonna hurt.
I need to.
Oh, we did.
I have it.
Yeah,
I don't
do.
too.
Yeah.
You had it.
Wait, can we?
I have it. Wait, how many of you had it?
Okay.
I know I could have.
Okay.
I think we all had the same word.
So you had it? Okay. And you had it? All right.
I just
Same
said
word.
Same road you had?
Hang on.
Callie, you two were on yours.
You had the same bottom row as I did.
Well, me and you probably have
Because I had it.
Yeah,
You could have had it, see, but you didn't.
Yeah, I'm just
Now the real question is, did all of you actually have the beans down that place? Because I saw a lot of you were missing clues.
No, I seriously did. I said it as he said it.
Yeah, I thought that one
I have the same ones you have.
Alright, cool. Would you like a peanut butter cup? Raise your hand.
I don't know yet. Sure.
You can either have a Starburst or a peanut butter cup.
I'll take a peanut butter.
Oh, chocolate.
Oh,
Amelia, Starburst.
Sugar week.
So what about the one about the Byzantine fleet?
They found some boats.
It was 36? I think he said 36.
Yeah.
36 boats.
And it was like the largest.
Yeah.
Largest find of just
A fleet of
Like any
ships, I
fleet of
believe.
ships.
It's the biggest shipwreck collection I've ever found. I should have mine.
okay. So it was the largest shipwreck collection. How does that connect to what we talked about in class? In what ways?
Because they had a large fleet of ships, because they were on the nice Bosphorus Strait, so they needed that.
Why?
They had good connections for trade.
Connections for trade,
Defense.
defense as well. Did they find any evidence of either of those things with the ships or on the ships? In
Pottery.
conjunction with the ships?
We found millions of shards of pottery.
Pottery. Interesting. So what do you think pottery is used for?
They can hold things like gold or cloth or spices.
Right. Yeah. So to use as Byzantine Tupperware. All right. So trade and defense. Was there anything you thought was particularly interesting in the article?
Napalm, that's pretty interesting.
Naval. So what they used? What was the sort of naval?
They set things on fire.
Yes. And so what did they think that was? What about the other one? What was it about?
Have a better image of Islam.
Yes, trying to have a better image where?
In America.
In America. So why would there be an issue with the image of Islam?
Because of 9/11.
And who's this article about?
This man who wrote it. Social.
What is he? What's his position within the Islamic community?
He's an imam.
He's an imam. Yeah, so he's what's the translation of imam? What are imams?
Priests, kind of?
Yeah, kind of the equivalent of a priest. They're a spiritual religious leader within Islam. What did he support that was kind of controversial?
Mosque.
And equality for women? Yes, inequality for women within Islam. And we didn't get into that very much when we were talking in class, but why, what is it, why would that be controversial in Islam? That seems pretty inoffensive in this day and age, having equality for women. Why would that be a big deal?
They were still considered objects or of someone's possession. They weren't considered citizens.
Did it touch on Sharia law at all? The idea of Sharia law? Have you guys heard of Sharia law before?
Briefly.
Yes. Places like Iran, Saudi Arabia, they have Sharia law, and that means that they Islamic law. Their laws, like for their country, are based upon the laws of Islam. Can you see any ways in which that might be, an issue?
Well, if they have people who are Islamic culture, so they're not gonna wanna follow Islam.
Yes, that's certainly an issue that could arise.
Doesn't adapt to changing times at all.
What about?
I have a story. I was reading a Time magazine, and this girl, her nose got cut off because she was forced in marriage with a terrorist. I can't remember which one. And she ran away, and her dad found her, and he gave her back, and they tortured her, and they cut her nose off and one of her ears, and then her dad instantly regretted it because he didn't know they were gonna do that. Obviously he did, but he claimed that he didn't. And so she came to America and she got a busted of nose.
That's great. And so, I guess how does all of this translate to Muslims in America? Because I have a Muslim friend, so there's no Muslims. We know that they're not like that. And how is he trying to change the image of Islam in America?
The Islamic people are very peaceful, most of them not extremist, few obviously are, and he just wants Jews, Muslims, Christians, all just to get along and understand each other.
So how does that relate to, for instance, like the Crusades that we talked about in class? What kinds of Christians were going on crusade or endorse the idea of crusade? Were they pretty logical, peace-loving people? What was that?
Extremists.
Extremists, yeah. And so when we think about history, one of the big things we can think about is the fact that a lot of times religions, countries, people with a certain worldview all go through cycles, and there's always going to be extremists. There's always going to be people who disagree. And so it's just something that we have to keep in mind, and hopefully not judge groups of people quite so harshly based upon what might be happening right now in that religion. All right, finish up. You don't have to have a paragraph, you can just have bullet points, but try and make it kind of coherent so I can understand what you were thinking while you were writing it. And just have a few minutes left. All right. Is this something that you liked doing? Is this helpful? Better than
More
like?
interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that it is time to get
Biscuits. To go.
All you got
is. Go ahead and put your beans on your card or in your hand, so when I come around to get them.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at you. Cause I was like really close.
Can I get them, Miss Schell?
How about that?
Can I get them?
Get what?
The beans.
Oh, yeah, of course you know. I lost track of what I was doing that first.
I want to help. If I can get the
Quentin,
candy.
who would like to help us?
Here.
Wow, stop it. Hand it over. All right, go ahead and get the beans collected. I have sort of a self-assessment because I'll be teaching a little bit more next week, so it'd be good if I got some feedback on this activity. Was it pretty helpful? Yeah, everyone?
It wasn't
Was it good?
Yes.
But did it at least get the information in your head? What you think about it? Thank you, guys. Here you go. Thank you. Thanks, Tyler.
Where do you want us to sit this?
The beans, go ahead and set them on the laptop.
I was like really close.
Hey, I'm
Pass that.
I was like one or two.
You have piece of candy, you have 8.
Hey guys, we are not done yet. Please sit down. I have something for you to fill out, feedback for me. And you do have a quiz on Monday.
Wow.
The quiz will be on the information you did your homework on the information that I gave you in the notes, and also the information we talked about today. So the Byzantine Empire and Islam. And it should be very similar to the stuff you've been seeing. So if you did the homework, if you paid attention today, and if you study over the weekend, you should do really well.